What's up, everybody? Doc Dark 1985. There's levels to this. All right, check this out. Quick video, right? So, I had an epiphany. I'm not sure why I'm holding a fork. I'm going to put that down. But, anyways, I had an epiphany, right? I figured out why people are quote unquote fanboys. Not only that, but I realized why it makes sense to be a fanboy and it's okay to be a fanboy. So this video more than likely is going to go towards PC gamers. A lot of PC gamers don't understand how someone could be a console fanboy. Actually, you know what? Let me take that back. Sony fanboys don't understand how Microsoft fanboys exist, and Microsoft fanboys don't understand how Sony fanboys exist. Okay. Now, me myself, I have all three systems, right? Actually, four systems. I have the Switch as well. So I can play on all of them, but I do prefer PC. I'm just being honest with you. Would I call myself a fanboy? I mean, I guess if you wanted to, but I digress. Here's the whole point, okay? And this is something because I really couldn't understand the die-hard fanboys of stuff, okay? And the epiphany I had was I had it with my phone, okay? So I have a Samsung Galaxy. This is the S10, right? So it's a little bit older because they're at S20 Ultra, I think is like the best one out right now, and they're even coming out with a Note or whatever, right? However, when this phone came out, an iPhone also came out that same year, and you can argue that the iPhone was probably better than this phone. I don't really know if it was, and to be honest with you, that's my whole point. I don't really care if the iPhone was better. I've already been invested in number one, the Android system, and number two, Samsung. This has been like my fourth Samsung that I have owned. So there's no need for me to go out and switch over to iPhones. Now, there are people that have gone from Samsung and have switched over to iPhones and have said that that's amazing, it's the best thing since sliced bread, and vice versa. But the same thing happens in consoles, okay? So I get it. There's people that simply want to play games. There's people that simply want to make phone calls, get on the internet, whatever, right? Take pictures, whatever. Then there's people that want to do the stuff that iPhones do, right? They want to be able to, I don't know, send those special types of emojis. I don't know what you iPhones users do. I don't, but I know you guys got special stuff you could do that we can't do and stuff, right? But it's all good, right? So the same thing happens with Microsoft and Sony. There's certain games that you can play if you're a Sony fan. There's certain games that you can play if you're a Microsoft fan. And guess what? There's people on both spectrums that are okay missing the other experience. The same way that I'm okay with missing some of the iPhone's experiences. It's perfectly fine. Then you have people like me that own a plethora of way to play games. We have the Sony, we have the Microsoft, we have the PC, we have the Nintendos. It is what it is. And believe it or not, there are people out there, I don't know why, that own Android and own iPhones as well. Why, I have no idea, but people do it. Okay. So here's the thing. Simplicity is huge. Okay. Being comfortable with something is huge. Okay. Someone that's considered a PC fanboy has no idea why there's even loyalists to consoles. It's really hard for them to understand because they know that the PC version of a game is always better. But here's the thing, right? The version of the game is better, not necessarily the experience. Listen to what I just said. The version of the game on PC, nine times, I find me the game that runs better on console. And don't say Arkham Knight. That's an anomaly, okay? But the games run better on PC, but the experience might not be better. You might not want to play games with a headset. You might prefer to play games with your surround sound, sitting on your couch with a remote control. You might prefer that. Now, the argument is going to be with PC. I know I have this fork, and my back is itchy, so I need to scratch it. You know I don't edit nothing else, so that's going to stay in there. Anyways, So you're gonna say that with a PC you can still play with a controller, and yes, that's true. You can still sit on your couch and play. Yes, that's true, but you know it's not the same as a console. You know it's not the same. So this next generation that's coming out, Microsoft fanboys, all you want is a really good experience. That's what you want. Sony fanboys, all you want is a really good experience. And if you're arguing with somebody else that's on the other camp and you're not planning on getting an Xbox Series X anyways, what's the point? Why are you even arguing which system is better? It makes no sense. Your experience is not going to change. If you get a PS5, you're going to be satisfied. If you get an Xbox Series X, you're going to be satisfied. The people that notice the biggest difference are the ones that get both systems. Tell me I'm lying. The people that notice the biggest difference are those PC gamers that also buy a console, and that console's sitting there collecting dust because they bought it for one or two exclusives, and once they beat those exclusives, there's nothing else to do with it. Because every freaking game you're gonna get on the PC, for the most part. So if you're a Sony fanboy, I understand it. If you're a Microsoft fanboy, I understand it. You've already been invested into that company, that system, those games. So I get it. I get it. You're used to the way the controller feels. You're used to the interfaces. I get it. I get it. That's your thing. For someone like me, who's a gamer overall, I'll be getting both systems. Not at launch, because we ain't crazy over here. We're budget gamers. I'm not getting both systems at launch. So my hardest decision is which one I'm going to get. And to be honest with you, I know all you Xbox fans are going to get mad at me. I'm probably going to go with the PS5 at launch. For the simple fact that I'm going to be able to play the Xbox games for at least a year on my PC. Microsoft told me it's okay. They're the ones that told me to do it. So don't be mad at me. Be mad at Microsoft. I'll get an Xbox Series X eventually. And I still don't know what the Xbox Series S is. I still think that's like a pimp move. So I'm not buying that. I'm not doing that one. So with that being said, I understand why people become fanboys of stuff. I'm a Samsung fanboy. Why? Because I'm used to it. There's no need for me to get anything else. Not at all. I haven't seen and look, I've seen the camera on the iPhones, man. It looks amazing. Everybody's telling me how great the iPhone is, and I'm like, I'm happy for you. I have no problem even telling you that an iPhone is probably better than my phone. Doesn't matter. I'm not switching my phone. So that's the same thing with console players. Same thing. Same thing with PC too, right? Some PC players don't care if they can't sit on their couch to play games. They prefer to sit on their $150 to $300 gaming chair and play on that. Man, you know what my gaming chair is upstairs? It's an old broken rocking chair. That's why I play games on upstairs. Or I sit on the couch and play. So it is what it is. Doc Dog 1985, yo, there's levels to this. And if you a fanboy, it's okay. Ain't no point in arguing though, because if you're not gonna get the other system anyways, you're not gonna notice the difference. We out. Peace.